Marion, what are you making?
A Charlotte Russe.
A Charlotte Russe? What's in a Charlotte Russe? Nope. Can you tell us?
I don't know.
A Charlotte Russe. What's in a Charlotte Russe? How much cream? A pint. It's just 16 ounces, though. So that whole 2-cup pitcher. And what else went in it? A 1/4 cup of sugar. Powdered sugar. And then what else? A teaspoon of vanilla. And then what do you have to do for a really long time? Mix and stir. And you gotta whip it. Do you know how to whip it, but to keep it in the bowl? Can I show you? So you're gonna take this, and you hold the bowl so it doesn't go flying in circles. Can you do it? It's gonna be a while. We'll come back when it's whipped. All right, is your whipped cream stiff? Can we see? How stiff is it? Is it gonna move? Did that take a long time? Yeah. How stiff is it? Is it gonna go? Oh, yeah, it's pretty stiff. It's holding its shape. All right, so what are these, Marion?
My lady fingers.
Lady fingers. And it says you need to align your dish, which we're gonna use this trifle bowl that needs to be dried just a little bit more.
What is this mushy?
So that's a great question, Marion. Lady fingers are a type of cookie, and they're just like a vanilla cookie. So if we didn't have lady fingers, which were very easy to find, Martin's has like 4 kinds of them. These are the cheap kind that you get at the bakery section. I think these were $5 a package or something. They have fancier ones that are really prettier looking, but this will work.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marion, can you take the lady fingers? And I need you to put them some around the bowl and some on the bottom of the bowl. Can you do that?
Wait. I need help.
I think you can do it. That's 2 layers. So break them apart. They sort of feel like a Twinkie, don't they? You want to do it like this? Okay, can you put the last one in the section there?
How about you?
Okay. Ooh. Here we go. Put these in the back. Like that. Oh, goodness. Looks like we need just a couple more for our ring here. Need like 2. What do you think? 1 more? 1 more. Alright. Just like that. Do they look pretty from the outside? Yeah. Okay. And then these can just go on the bottom. However you want them. Does that look okay? Alright. You want to taste one?
No.
You don't want to know what it tastes like? Why don't you try one? No. Okay. However you want to do it. Is that good? No. No? Let me know when you're ready. Is it good?
Ready.
Ready. Okay, good. So then we're gonna help me. Can you pour this? Scooch it in there. Pour. So Marion, if we didn't have lady fingers, you know what we could have used?
No.
Vanilla wafers. You know what else we could have used?
No.
Oreos.
What else could we have used?
I think it would work with any kind of cookie, but these lady fingers are what are traditional. All right, can you gently give this a little bit of a jiggle? A little too gently. All right, does that look almost flat? Now I thought to make this a little extra fun, Marion, we could put some berries on top. What do you think?
How about we put
Blackberries?
no? How about we put blueberries?
Oh, that would be a great idea, but we don't have any blueberries. How about blackberries?
How about we put strawberries?
We don't have strawberries either. I bought blackberries.
Yes, strawberries.
Yes, blackberries. Okay, is this one ready? Yep. All right. So then it needs to just chill for a little while, but you can't let it sit for too long because it'll deflate.
What's deflate mean?
It means it goes from being puffy and happy whipped cream to being liquid again. That's sad, isn't it? All right. So good job, Marion. What did you just make? Do you remember what this is called?
No.
A Charlotte
Cake.
Russe.
A Charlotte Russe.
Yeah. My trusty assistant is eating lunch. So the second Charlotte Russe recipe is a little more complicated. So although it does not call for it, I strongly suggest that whatever you're using as your mold for this one, that you do line it in plastic film. Obviously that didn't exist at the time, but it's really hard to turn this out without breaking it.
Are you talking to someone?
I'm talking to the people that are going to be watching the video, so you need to shh while you eat, okay? So you need to make sure that you do this, or it's just going to be a sticky mess when you try to turn it out. The cookies will sort of melt a little bit. You can do it without breaking it, but you'd be very lucky. All right, so this recipe calls for a box of gelatin. So when we researched contemporary gelatin boxes, you do want the powdered kind. That's important. They come in some very generic packaging these days. It would have just been the box itself originally. And it does seem like the 0.25 ounce size has been consistent throughout history. So it tells you to sort of bloom the gelatin in the cold water. It's my understanding that that's not necessary anymore. But I did it anyway just to not throw off the liquid ratio. So then you want to take your scalded milk. Ooh, Panda, this hot pan. Let me get a thing here. Take your scalded milk. Okay. Which we showed you a second ago.
What's that brown thing you were holding, Mama?
This is my pan of scalded milk. Do you know what it means when scalded milk is scalded? It's when it's hot enough that bubbles just start on the outside, but not so it gets like brown. All right, so then you're gonna add your gelatin to your scalded milk. Try to get all or most of it out. I don't want to pour the hot milk in this cup, it might shatter. Maybe better to do it in a heat-proof thing, but I wanted to show you what it looked like. So just like when you make Jell-O from a box, you're waiting for the gelatin to dissolve, which since you already put it in liquid, it should dissolve pretty quickly. Just give it a pretty good stir to make sure that there's all the stuff is not gritty in there. Alright, we'll be back when I'm pleased with this. That shouldn't take too long. Okay, so I put the gelatin and cream mixture, there's that third of a cup in this measuring pitcher that I used to measure the rest of the cream just because it was colder. And so that was, the Pyrex isn't going to shatter as likely anyway as the glass that I measured the gelatin in, and just to cool it down faster, because if it's hot when you add it to the rest of the cream, it's gonna just melt your cream. Okay, so then it tells you to add your third of a cup of powdered sugar, and you want to add your teaspoon of vanilla. Will be a little, this is a lot more cream than the other one, but it doesn't have as much vanilla in it. I don't know why. It just doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna mix that together, and then we're gonna add that to 3 cups of prepared cream. So let's do that real quick. All right, just give it some. All right, we're just gonna fold it in here. this, but I guess it'll be alright. You good, bud? Okay. I'm pretty confident in this. Alright, so then you pour this into your mold and you pray to the pudding gods that it will set. Let it set for a couple hours. It just says chill. I do at least a couple hours. More is probably more. This is such a lot of whipped cream. All right. Smooth this out a little bit. Was pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to cover the top of this. Again, they wouldn't have done that. But that's what we're going to do and let it set, and then we'll do a test taste. Okay, it's the next morning, and we still have our other Russe, which surprisingly has not melted like I thought it would. And this is the one with the gelatin in it. We need to turn it out. Now, if you had not used the plastic wrap, how you would do this is put it in a bigger bowl with warm water. And that would sort of melt the very outside anywhere that the stuff was touching. My concern with doing that with these particular lady fingers was that the fingers are so sticky in this particular kind. Very often they're a lot drier that I was sure they were going to stick to the bowl. So I used plastic wrap even though it wasn't historically accurate. The other thing that I did is in the picture, which I'll wing up here, that came with this recipe for this one. They had a red sauce in the picture, and they didn't include any instructions for it at all or any suggestions. So you were at the farm the other day, and I picked up some strawberry rhubarb preserves. If you've not been up to local homestead products, they're great. And they also, over in New Windsor, they have their own small museum. So go visit them while you're there. I'll put a link to their museum in the description. So I just threw about a tablespoon of water in with some jam to break it down into a sauce in a cheater face way. I'm going to stick this in a piping bag so that I can get it in the circles like in the picture. And then I let it cool just a little bit. We'll hopefully be able to turn this out without making it a total disaster. All right, let's do it. Okay, good. There's literally enough gelatin in there to kill a horse, so success on that. Alright, so I have a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, a plastic bag's corner will work. That's the other Charlotte Russe.
It's different from this one.
Yeah, how is it different, do you think?
I think it's different, or
It's different, why?
I think it's different because you made it into a big shield like Darkins do, not like the Charlotte Russe that I made with you.
Oh, which one is prettier to you?
Both!
Oh, they're both pretty? They're both mostly whipped cream, so you know, there's that.
What is that?
What is what?
That stuff that's red?
This is the sauce. And sort of circles. This is a little... Woo! It's totally a circle, right? The strawberry stuck. Alright. Come on then. Snoop out. No? Maybe I should have run it through a sieve. Alright. In the picture they also had additional whipped cream on top. I think this is fine.